Mercifully, the morbid encounter resolved itself in my favor, and I set to work pursuing degeneracy in its most decadent forms. The air pulsed with anticipation as I revealed the unnatural terroir of the house vintage. But my exultation was cut short as the attending gentry turned upon themselves in an orgy of indescribable frenzy. A single drop of that forbidden tannin gifted me with a dizzying glimpse of the hibernating horror beneath my feet, and in that moment, I understood the terrible truth of the world. I stood reborn, molded by newfound knowledge, my head throbbing to the growing wine of winged vermin come to drink the tainted blood of the darkest dungeon.
Well, wasn't that something? Hello everybody and welcome back to falmunction Plays Darkest Dungeon Crimson Court. And as per usual, our ancestor is the worst. As you can see here, I've explored pretty much all of the courtyard on my way to find the Countess, which I believe is the third and final boss. And it's a huge ass dungeon. It's all symmetrical, and since we're getting to the center of it, there must be the boss fight, like either behind this door or shortly further ahead. And getting here wasn't actually all that bad, since you all know that smashing the wine crates with a shovel will make them into firewood, but you can also get more food than you started with by using medicinal herbs on these food trays that are all over the place. So it's actually, better designed than I thought. There are also some more locked doors, like down here is the green door, and up there is another red door. And I haven't found any other keys than the one that I have right now. So maybe after the boss we get another one or something? Oh yeah, and before we start, I accidentally messed up a recording earlier. I killed the last medium level boss in the wheel, the Brigand 12-pounder, I think. It wasn't that big of a deal, but the audio didn't get recorded, so sorry about that. But that's the last medium boss, and I think that's a good point of us starting up with the Countess right now. As you can see, we have a really good team, two of which are now in Bloodlust, and here we go. Angry Key will show us the way. Huh? Oh. I guess that's kind of weird. It looks like sometimes you just don't actually need all the keys. Like maybe we could have opened up the red door with our key here as well. I don't know. Yeah, it does close the loop. But now I'm getting hesitant now, because this is clearly the boss fight. There's no way this wasn't gonna be the boss fight, correct? And my question now is, why these other locked doors? Maybe they have like a certain item that makes the boss easier? Oh, this is creepy. Oh, alright.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
I'm thinking what's gonna happen next is the Countess is just gonna kill us, like, handily. And after you fail once, you get like some sort of item that lets you get past the green door or something, and then you get the item you need to actually kill her. But at the same time, I still gotta do it, right? This is the intended experience, correct? So just Like a band-aid.
The Countess
Oh, there she is.
Anomalous in aspect,
Just rip it off.
and bent on exacting terrible
Fast
revenge
and painless.
beyond the bounds of decency.
She is weird looking. Alright. Well, 400 health, 30 protection. This is going to be a long fight. Is she at 3 or 4 positions? She's huge. And the only thing she's not completely resistant to is bleed, so yeah, I was kind of expecting that. Interesting, interesting. Go for it.
A decisive pummeling.
Just see what we can do. I'm thinking we should speed up though first. Like, get as many hits in as possible. Jazz is gonna boost us. What the fuck is that? Jesus, what? Something going on here? She has a Metroid on her tit. This is fucking creepy.
Singular strike.
Slay with me. Oh god. Huge stress. And it would have moved us, I guess, unless... Oh, please stop doing that. Flushed. She can heal her bleed effect? Okay... I guess it's gonna be raw damage. What the
one's limits.
Did she use something on us? Why did we... Why did we move? What the... Ah, so it's a passive move ability. Okay. Momentary exertion. She buffed herself. I don't know what to think about this. I think it's best if you just pump yourself up here, because we'll try and go for high damage, high crit. And we just keep on moving. Weird. And this is like some passive health drain, even though it's not health. She doesn't gain from it at all. There she is! That's her final form. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's quite the sight. I guess we could just keep on buffing right now, or should we... I'm looking at the crit modifier. I guess this one gives a few more notches of bleed. Yeah. That hurt. Dose of ecstasy. And now she's gonna heal. I mean, I guess 20 is not all that bad. Ouch. Okay, so when it bursts, you get another flash of
Perched at the very
damage.
precipice of oblivion.
Oh, guys. Now I'm thinking, maybe it was a mistake to go in here with 4 afflicted heroes. Not afflicted, but they all have the curse. So yeah, just bandage everything up. You got the spare bandages.
Soothed. Sedated.
Jesus Christ. Love letter. Oh yeah, that's the name of the ability. Okay. I guess we are letting our love. She's letting our love for us.
A powerful blow.
Nice. Rushed. I don't know what that does. Seems like she has a whole lot of debuffs on her. Now, the only thing that can really really kill this is that we're a little bit low on health. So it's a little tough, but so far I was expecting to get crushed basically. It's not the case. So far we're actually pretty far ahead, like she's at half health. Stack that bleed. Pretty nice so far. We keep dodging that. I don't know, maybe if when she metamorphosizes. Oh nice. Maybe that's when you get hit with the really bad stuff. Are we just lucky? Yeah, the 20 heal is not a factor right now. Indecent proposal, stop that.
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
Stress is another problem. Nice. She's at 95.
Weakened.
Holy crap. Courtship renewed. Oh, flushed it. This is where she
Injury and
heals the
despondence
bleeding.
set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
If we keep everybody alive, I think we have a good chance of beating her. There. The stack. Oh, well. Can't really do that. Maybe when the bubble bursts and you're at death's door, it's like an automatic kill or something. I don't know. She's pretty much done for though. Weird. I guess the Countess ain't that bad.
Can be healed, but never
She's definitely gonna die now. Well, in that case, we're just gonna cut this short.
where I failed.
Nice.
You have succeeded.
A bunch of
The
flagellant
world is better for it.
trinkets as well as a blueprint, which is awesome. That also means that now we can upgrade our last building in the hamlet. And also, I got a different trinket for the grave robber earlier on my way here. But now I'm like, I don't want to leave this place early because there's another fight on our way. I want to see what's on the other side of those two doors. I guess the one door. Since I'm assuming we can't go back in here after the end of the mission. So I guess we'll spend a little more time in here. Because I still haven't explored the path to the red door. Who knows what we'll find there. Just do everything by the book here. These are the kinds of encounters I really enjoy. It's like your party works like a well-oiled machine. I've talked about that already, but that's really the best indicator that your composition is a good one. Very nice. And since we also have Jazz in our party as the jester, we can actually also benefit from stress removal and get our party back into healthy shape. I do have enough food still for 3 more
Success
hungers,
so
so
clearly in view.
even if it takes a little bit
Or is
longer.
it merely a trick of the
These
light?
guys. I was actually thinking the female shrew might have been like the Duchess in disguise. So I'm gonna go the other way. One thing I was thinking about while preparing for this, basically, because the map is just so freaking huge, it's kind of tedious walking all the way over wherever you are and wherever you want to be, from there to there. It's just sometimes enormous lengths, and it doesn't even help that you're going in with a full party again, because you're just gonna start back from where you ended up on. So I think I might as well kill him. And it's a shame because it becomes really tedious going through these freaking rooms and accumulating stress, like, very slowly, but, you know, slowly but surely. I would rather just have the ability to teleport to any other room that's already known, if the path is clear. Maybe with a stress debuff attached to it, just to save me some time. So that's basically the entirety of it. Otherwise, I really think this is well designed. The whole entire DLC, I think, is a really good value and adds some much needed variety back into the game. Because it can get pretty repetitive. Even if you're like me and you love the aesthetic and you love the whole thing here, it's just, it can get just too tedious. And that's the biggest weakness of the game.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of
But just
battle.
in general, the design decision of making mosquito vampires, that I haven't seen that one ever, really, to my knowledge, in that particular way. That was a really cool touch, and it fits very well with all the other themes. So that's cool. I think it was well worth it. The extra enemies they added, I think it was one extra enemy per area, like wheeled
Foolish horrors brought low
Excuse
and
me.
driven into the mud.
wheeled ruins, warrens, and cove. Each one got a new twist with a different enemy that doesn't show up very often. I thought it was like maybe like the medium and hard levels got one each, but it's actually just one per area, which is fine. I was expecting a little bit more. But apart from that, the district system is really cool. Helps with the grind a lot, and I really like the flagellant too. Although these things are not part of the DLC itself. That's all stuff that I haven't seen before, and really nice. I'd like to hear your opinions too on how the DLC turned out. Like, first of all, whether or not you've played it yourself, and if you think it's worth it, does it add enough to the game, and did you like what you've seen, and would you like them to keep going with different DLCs in Darkest Dungeon 1? Or rather, like I would like for them to apply everything they've learned from the first game and then make it into a Darkest Dungeon 2 that's maybe even better. Just keep on taking one stress all the time. See what I mean? No, wait a second. We can actually use this, right? For a unique quirk. Yeah, see? I mean, Stout wasn't very great either, but Ruin's Adventure is just not necessary. Okay, and we can actually burn off some stress here too. Might as well give it to the Hellion. Oh, no, another one. Nice. By the way, am I crazy? Or didn't the Hellion's skill where she buffs herself up, I forgot the name. Didn't that also use to heal stress? Like a moderate amount? And now it's just I mean it's still an awesome ability. It buffs you and it heals any status effects. Yep, here comes the horror. But guess I'll start great. But not to worry. We can use this to stave off more stress and yeah, of course the guy heals himself. There you go. That'll be it. We're just surviving at this point. Wanna be ready for whatever comes.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Yeah, we're getting to pretty good stress levels right now. So our Vestal can actually do some damage. Yeah, we're whittling them down. These ghouls used to scare the crap out of me. When I saw them very first time, that was ugly sight. I was like, how am I ever gonna beat this guy? Now it's just, you know, a moderate nuisance. It looks so creepy though. That's the other thing about these 4 new enemies. I actually can't remember the one in the code, honestly, but the one in the Warrens is like a big old witch doctor guy, but with a with like a jackal mask. And there's another one. I don't think I've seen it in on screen or in a recording yet. I've only seen it in, while I was buffing up my characters off screen. And
A victory.
it's like a
Perhaps the turning point.
like an archer pig, and it shoots like light arrows at you. But both of these kind of look off in their design, like I mean visually. I've said it before, like the outline is not as thick as usual. It shows that it's done after the fact, and maybe they didn't get the same artist or whatever. Who knows? And I think it's whenever somebody says, you know, graphics don't matter, or you know, I can still play Pac-Man and enjoy it. That's all good and dandy, but games are a visual medium, and very often the feel of a game and the way it's
Annihilated.
the way it conveys it to you, the way you experience the gameplay can be heavily altered by the presentation, and I think it's a big part that should not be really wow crap, that shouldn't be underestimated. I think Darkest Dungeon profits from a really good art style in a major way. And while I was babbling, my jester got pretty much fucked there with 3 attacks hitting him at the same time. Oh, not hit the other guy. And we have no blight cures
Surgical precision.
anymore. So yeah, kind of a problem. Stop cracking my ribs, would you? Oh man. I mean, I don't want to risk getting myself killed there. Like the repulse could have been easily it. Yes, okay.
Blow.
I was like, I gotta do something, but of course, if you kill him, you can't very well repulse
As
anymore.
life ebbs, terrible
Oh
vistas
man,
of
yeah, this
emptiness
is
reveal
bad.
themselves.
I was not paying attention, and then the enemy got really
And now the true
a
test.
few really good attacks
Hold
in. And
fast
as you can
or
see,
expire.
oh fuck me! Sorry, Jess. Why did I come here? I was completely. See, and now he just dies. That was completely avoidable.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
I don't know. Let's do this. Oh, that was painful.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and
Oh,
insidious
God.
killer.
That's Darkest Dungeon. This random. It wasn't even a full party, it was just 2 esquires and a sycophant, I think they're called. They were more dangerous than the countess. Whereas on the one fight I got really, really unlucky, and the other one I got really, really lucky, I'm assuming. But yeah, this is just the same gate as before. Right? Even though this one says red gate, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, there must be a way to open up the green door. Maybe it's in like a secret room somewhere that you can only find via scouting. Remember when we rescued that crusader that was in a secret prison cell somewhere? That was pretty rad. Maybe it was like same kind of deal. Oh well. I guess I'll just end it here before I lose any more party members for no good reason. We got 96 crests plus all the ones that we already gathered. Jesus Christ. Yeah, crests are plentiful, but you also need a lot of them. Alright. Well, that was a good one.
Rusted,
And
moss-covered gates of the courtyard hang open, but the demoniacal pests will spread no further than its blood-soaked boundaries. And so, at last, the end of my beginning.
of curse and countess, waves of relief wash over the hamlet as the good news spreads. The countess is dead, and her curse is now curable. Removes the Crimson Curse from all affected heroes. Crimson Curse is also now treatable at the sanitarium. What do you know? Well, that's probably the best way you could have done that. That's awesome. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Alright. That's even better. But that's, like I said, the best way of handling things. So... basically, the courtyard just turned into a 5th area that just works like anything else. Like, I guess this 6th area, counting the Darkest Dungeon. So, yeah, you can just go in and fight new bosses. There's more bosses than just the 3 of them. That's amazing. Hot damn. Okay, that's really cool. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna keep on going. Hopefully with more quests in the actual Darkest Dungeon, and I hope you accompany me to that. See you then.